before I even got the money, man, I hit my uncle up because he has a car shop here, and I bought a Jeep Wrangler. But before I had the money, I said, man, just put on my tab. I got it coming in. I just, I just got drafted. Bought a Jeep for like 20,000, real basic. And then it was a Call of Duty model, and I loved it. I was like, man, this is it. I'm about to paint it. I'm about to put a system in it. I'm about to do all this. My total came out at like 33,000, right? My first big check was 36,000. Oh. So that lets you know what I did for my money on my first check. And I know I'm getting the second half, and I'm doing all this. I'm getting my money every month. But my first check, never had a car of my own. I'm proudful of it. I was just like, man, I'm about to cash out on this. So I spent 33 of my $36,000 big check on a car. That was my Jeep Wrangler, and that was my baby. And then 4 months later, I sold it. So I kind of realized my mom always been like the type of person to say, hey, I'm behind you, whatever you do. I believe I raised you right. You make your own decisions. It's your money. Do what you want. So, I gave her some money too. And then I took care of some things back at home. And then that's what I did with my first one. Then when I got my second check, I sold my Jeep, and I went into the season without a car. But I, got everything kind of situated with my bank account, trying to build it back up, because I learned, that wasn't the right decision. It was a nice car, but it wasn't the right decision. So then when I got my next big check, which was that following February, I bought another car. And I was like, all right, I got a Jeep, sold it. Let me get something better. I bought a BMW, didn't work out, traded it in for another car. And then I stuck with that for a little bit. So I got a little bit in the bank now, saved a little bit of money. And I'm like, all right. So I got a Volkswagen CC, little egg shape, kind of like a modeled after the A6 a little bit, but it's just a Volkswagen. But I bought that, and I said, okay, I'm good with this. Got a little bit in the bank. Let me go ahead and go from there. But my focus was, what am I going to drive, rather than how am I going to set myself up 5 to 10 years later. And after that, when I realized that, I had my Volkswagen, whatever, and then I set aside some money with my bank to just invest. But when I was younger, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have patience, so I didn't let that money sit for too long. I kept eating away at it, making dumb decisions. But when I don't know, when you're an 18-year-old kid, 19-year-old kid at this time, I'm like, I ain't never seen this money before, and it's continuously coming in. I'm gonna spend it a little bit. I'm gonna buy some shoes I've been looking at when I didn't have the money. I'm gonna buy some clothes, whatever. So, and I believe in rewarding yourself, but make sure you set yourself up first before you reward yourself. But I wish I would have did that a little bit better when I had that those checks coming in. But living, you learn. But those were my first purchases: the Jeep, then the BMW, then the CC.
You see, I think